Okay guys, just a little bit of 22 Magnum trivia. From left to right, we've got some old Winchester lead hollow point subsonics, some Federal 50 grain game shocks, CCI Maxi Mags 40 grain total metal jacket or FMJ, then Maxi Mag 30 grain hollow point plus V. That's the 30 grain hollow point nickel case that has a velocity 2200 feet a second. It's claiming there. And then we got the Hornady 30 grain V Maxes. They're 2,200 again, they're claiming. That would obviously be from a rifle. So all these little holes here are just corresponding with the different types of ammo there. This is just LVL formworking laminated timber, and so what we've got going on here is the VMAXs didn't come through this side, they just blew up inside this. I believe these are 76mm 3 inch across. That is the 30 grain Maxi Mag hollow point. That's only barely. It did put a dent. Sorry, where are we? It put a dent there in the back, but it didn't go into it. That's the projectile just there. Total metal jacket, that clean through. They're a flat nose as well, by the way, and that's pretty much got the biggest hole, so it's punched pretty good in there. This is the 50 grain Federal, that's gone straight through. Left a nice little hole, but I wonder which one penetrated further, the total metal jacket or that one. You know, that one there actually looks like it might have started to squish. And there's not even a blemish on the other side from the 45 grain lead hollow point subsonic. So there's just a little bit of trivia. We got a little bit more trivia here. What's been done here is these are pretty sturdy plastic packers that they use for precast concrete walls. They have a rating on there of 20 tons, it says. So me mates and I were just interested to see what would happen. And what have we got here? This is, sorry, I believe that's, sorry, this one might be the subsonic. Just put a, that's where it's gone in. Didn't really do too much. This was the 50 grainer. It's broken the tape. Just made a clean hole, put a couple of cracks in there. Nothing overly too devastating, haven't pulled it apart. This was the total metal jacket, or FMJ. Sorry, where'd it go? Yeah, this one was a bit of a, that was the entry point. Unfortunately hit a bit to the side, smashed to the big one there, and I think it just broke out the side here, so it wasn't the best shot in the world. These two were interesting. These two just like completely blew apart. To be fair, this one here was hit twice. One was very low, so it was hit again. My old mate shot it again, and Yeah, it just blew it to pieces. This one here, but you know, very similar. Goes in there, blew a big chunk out the back. But these both fell in the same pile, so I don't know which yellow ones belong to which. And then these big thick grey ones, it was the white one at the front with two yellows in between, and then the thick plastic grey one at the back. You can see that it's hit with enough authority. Both of these are from the 230 grainers. Can't tell you which one was which. However, there is a projectile, or remnants of a projectile there, but I couldn't find any polymer tips, so I can't tell which one's which. Unfortunately, they fell on top of each other in a pile. So yeah, but either way, the 30 grain has definitely done more significant damage than even the 50 grain and 40 grain full metal jackets. And we can see even the grey plastic ones at the very back, which are still thick, they got to be every bit of 13 mil, probably even thicker than that. Does it even say on here? No, it doesn't say a diameter, but it does say WLL 20T, I believe. That's 20 ton rated capacity. So yeah, so if we take the corresponding sort of results from this and then apply it to the timber there, the 230 grainers have this, mind you, this range is about 30 yards, pretty close to 30 yards. So the 230 grainers at close range, a lot of energy from the speed obviously, but they're blowing up. But as you can see there, a lot of damage, and obviously they're doing a lot of damage not to come through the other side of this too. So inside of a small critter, they would like really do the number. If you want penetration, the 40 grain maxi mags, mind you, that is a total metal jacket or a full metal jacket, flat nose. They seem to penetrate quite well and leave not a bad hole. Okay, so look at those two holes there. The one on the left near my finger, that's a 50 grain hollow point, and the one on the right's a full metal jacket 40 grain maxi mag. So the exit holes out of that first timber are very similar. You could maybe even say that total metal jacket 40 grain is sort of expanded a little bit more, and if you look at those two holes there, it kind of does look like that full metal jacket is expanding. In all my other tests, it does seem to prove that the total metal jacket isn't a very hard jacket. It seems to mushroom. Lots of the recovered projectiles have been mushroomed. So yeah, certainly not armor piercing or a destructive device by any stretch of the imagination, but if you're shooting bigger pests like your wild dogs or your coyotes in the States, maybe a small pig or something along those lines, I think those total metal jackets might be okay. If you're just shooting into behind the ribs into lung tissue, that's questionable. But if you're gonna on a larger animal, but if you're gonna hit something along the size of a dog, coyote, sort of dingo in Australia, a wild goat, and I happen to have those total metal jackets, I'd actually be putting it on the shoulder, try and drive through the shoulder, and the shoulder would probably allow a bit of expansion. Okay, cool. See you guys.